The Hollywood Actor Podcast with Clint Obenchain, Part 3. Well, I wanted to transition to you and how you are right now, how you're staying sane after this year, this horrible year of the pandemic, which we're trying to transition away from. Obviously, it's 2021. It's a new year, new opportunities, a future with the vaccine and the industry that struggles to continue to come back and is waylaid in different markets. But how do you stay sane and grounded and plugged in to your many communities? One's back in Pennsylvania, maybe even New Orleans. You had a good relationship and we're starting to build there and felt a kinship. And then with Laura Cunningham and all the different relationships you've been building within, but mostly without the New Mexico film industry.
I'm very close to my mom and immediate family back in Pennsylvania, so I'll talk to her like every other day or every third day, and tell her about my life, and then she tells me about hers. So I stay very emotionally connected to her. Most of my friends are here in New Mexico, and a lot of them aren't involved in the industry, so it's nice to take a break from talking about it sometimes, because I love talking about it with other actors. But other people have very full lives doing their own thing, not part of this at all. And so
that's exactly why I have this part of the podcast, because I do like talking to actors about life, about things that aren't acting.
Because, life happens most of the time, and acting is such a small part of it currently. Yes. The rest of it, I'm with my family a lot. So we have 2 kids at home. So we've spent this entire time mostly in our house, and we didn't travel. There's no place to really go. So we eventually got used to that, and we had and we live in a nice home now, like a small cottage with a front and back garden. And I took up gardening starting last March, and that's been a great way of passing the time, doing something creative. And it's been a lesson in patience, because you can't just have a nice garden by getting plants and putting them in the ground. It doesn't work that way. It takes months of taking care of them, of learning how to do that, of learning how much water this needs and that needs. And then if you work hard enough, then there's reward for it. And that's a life lesson that I hope to take with me always and apply it, everywhere.
It is. My mother's very proud of her garden, and it's been getting bigger and bigger every year with different fruits and honeysuckle that's huge, some of these creeping vines. And I put in an irrigation system at the end of last summer, as things were starting to peter off, but it'll be available in the coming years and hopefully make everything increasingly lush. It really is a nice lesson in patience, and it's kind of meditative for us as well.
Yeah, it's a way to be literally grounded, and to be surrounded by flowers and pumpkins and tomatoes. It's just wonderful. And also during this time, my wife Sheila has been making music. I think she's collaborated on upwards of 80 songs over the past few years, but nearly 40 through the pandemic. So she's been very busy, and I do my best to support her and help her believe in herself and her pursuit. And we support each other immensely in those areas, and we're kind of on the same page as artists, and we both go all in, and we both understand it'll take a while for things to start to work out.
Are there any local organizations that you kind of check in with over Zoom or over social media?
Not so much organizations as people. I really like to connect with people and finding those people who will connect back with me, because not everybody operates that way, or they stay within their close circle. So I've tried to form my own circle since coming here, from scratch. And I remain connected with Laura, and that's been years, of building that relationship. As I try to think of it as colleagues. And because a lot of times being an actor feels very alone and solitary, and
even in the best of circumstances, I think.
Yeah, it can be very hard, and you feel like you're in it alone. And so to have a mentor and teacher and somebody who's done well and knows what you're going through is really important. Otherwise, you feel like a lone wolf going down a dark road, and hopefully you'll make it through the night. And so I rely on others to really help me, and I do my best to help them in return.
Now, we started talking a little bit about in previous episodes investing in these specific relationships as opposed to doom scrolling on social media. Being part of some of these Zoom organizations can still be a little bit isolating, a little bit superficial, I think. And to be able to pick up the phone and call somebody and text somebody and be in that much more intimate communication is something that I've been talking with different actors about over the pandemic, and obviously moving down the road about how that's helping with their mental health.
Yeah, you've got to connect, and maybe in the past texting or emailing was seen as not a great way to connect, but it is, because you're communicating with somebody today, and they're taking the time out of the day to connect with you, and that's very meaningful, because everyone's time is valuable, and it's a great gift to give of your time. So it's to just text somebody and to have them reply and keep a dialogue going with a small group of people. It can make a huge impact and keep away depression and the more harder thoughts and feelings about life.
Well, and finally, Clint, I just wanted to ask, do you have any advice for a young person who's coming to New Mexico or lives in New Mexico that's interested in getting involved in the film industry here?
I would say just jump in. I think it helps to make a strong decision and do it, follow through, to realize it's a creative pursuit. So maybe don't have too many avenues or other pursuits going on, because it might make it hard to fulfill this one. And to just have faith that it'll be okay. And I think you'll get clues early on whether or not this is right for you. And that's what has happened to me. And I'm just kind of rolling with it until it stops. So anyone who wants to do this, there's no reason not to try, whether it be in crew or acting or producing your own content. It's a creative pursuit, and you've got to be brave to do it. And I really believe that when somebody's brave and commits to something, they'll get rewarded for it. And I think that goes for everybody.
Thanks for listening to the Hollywood Actor Podcast. If you like this content, don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share.